Hi friends, my name is Faye Hansen, and up until last week I was a classroom teacher in Little Rock School District, and I was a member of the Little Rock Education Association. I decided last Tuesday to resign my position rather than continue with this ridiculous farce. Y'all, it is not safe. Not with the community transmission rate here that we have. Studying math and science and virology and understanding how this virus spreads, it is not smart. Now, I know not everybody has the same choice. Not parents, not teachers, not staff members. And I know how hard that choice is to make. What I have going for me is I'm 62 years old and have some experience. You know that feeling that y'all are having? Crying all the time, can't sleep, stomach ache, headache, other weird aches and pains, anxiety, panic. All your colleagues have it, be honest. Many of you have been suffering from those things too. That's not my usual MO. I don't handle problems that way. And so last week, having been in the building and tried to think about how this would work, all of a sudden I found myself having intense panic attacks. And the biggest one was triggered by the governor's cavalier attitude about the safety of teachers and students in our communities in his approach to handling this pandemic as pertains to going back to school. It took a couple days for me to figure out that this was my body telling me, quit pretending it's okay. It's not. It was my spidey sense, my instinct, what kept us humans alive when we were nomadic people living in the forest telling us that there was a big bear coming, okay? It is a natural defense, and that's what we're feeling. And many of us are ignoring it because we think that if we hang up more shower curtains and put up little dividers and make it look cute and pretend like nothing else is wrong, then it will be okay. And magical thinking won't do that. I was going through my wardrobe the other day, such as it is, and I picked out a black dress. And I wondered if it would be good for October. Because, in Arkansas, October is sometimes really warm and sometimes it's not. And this was a short sleeve dress. And the reason I was looking at it was I did the math. What we know about this virus is that it likes to be inside. It likes when people are close together. We know it's transmitted in the air. So your shower curtains and your little dividers are not intended to protect people that are spending time together in the same enclosed space for many hours. Works great if you're a checkout person at the grocery store or at the DMV or other places because you're not face to face with people for very long. But it is not useful in a room where air carrying the virus is circulating. It's just not. We can socially distance, we can wear masks, but the fact is that our students won't, that their parents probably don't, and for every student contact we have, they're bringing in all of their contacts with them. So it's very easy to transmit. That's just what the virus does. Enclosed space, lots of people sharing the same air for a prolonged period of time. Okay, so we're with kids 7 hours a day. And if you're in middle school or high school, you're in a really big building with lots of kids, and the air that they breathe is circulating through your building. It's not safe. I love my students. I love teaching. I love my colleagues. But that little dress that I looked at, I'm looking at it to wear to funerals. Because if we continue along this path, I know that's what will happen. School started opening here last week with private schools. Watch the numbers continue to increase. Come Labor Day, we ought to be just having a field day. It ought to start blowing up. 2 weeks after that, the hospitalizations increase. And 2 to 3 weeks after that, the deaths increase. Those are called lagging indicators. And we are not immune. No one is. I don't want to go to your funeral. I don't want to go to a kid's funeral. I can't afford to get sick. This was the choice I made. Now, I don't have a big fat retirement. I am not independently wealthy. Making this decision, the consequences of making this decision are, I don't have a paycheck. I don't have insurance. I don't have work lined up. I don't have any of those things. But in making that decision, I was okay with that, because what I also don't have is the culpability of being complicit in this dangerous, dangerous, dangerous plan. I've already lost family members. I've already lost friends. I cannot bear the thought of losing another student. I've lost students to gun violence and senseless other things. How tragic is it that we lose people for something we could have prevented? You know, if people wanted us to start school and open up school, then we needed to follow the rules, and we didn't. We needed to be planning, and we weren't. And it is not fair to put this all on teachers. It's putting parents and teachers in terrible positions and pitting us against each other. And we have to be the allies. Teachers, you take care of everybody else first. You're at school today when we don't have to be there, trying to make things right through your tears. You give and you give and you give and sacrifice your health and your relationships with your family. I don't have anyone here to take care of me if I get sick. That's another consideration. But what I've learned in 62 years is that I have to trust my gut. And I know that those terrible feelings were my brain telling me, you're trying to rationalize this. It is not rational. This is dangerous. And I recognize the signs and symptoms. Please make the best choice for you. Know that I love you all. I don't want to feel like I've abandoned you. But this is not right. I cannot, in good faith and conscience, participate in this experiment. It is not safe, and please, please, please let me be wrong. You can call me Chicken Little for the rest of my life. I don't care. But I don't want to wear that black dress. I don't want anybody that I know and love to pass because of this. I don't want my community to suffer because we've made political decisions. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm out.